Hey everyone, it's Mike. Today I'm going to be talking about the new TV show that just came out last night, Last Resort. If you guys missed it, it was actually pretty good. It was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I was expecting somewhat of a, just a try to be visually captivative, but it really wasn't. The special effects in it were actually pretty good, but it was actually story-wise pretty interesting. Of course, it starts off and you have no idea what's going on, and probably not going to get answers until the next one. But even then, who knows? I mean, TV shows are crazy sometimes. But overall, let's just talk about the story. Basically, it's just about this submarine crew who's minding their own business, and they just pick up a SEAL team or a Marines team or something like that. And the captain and the XO, who are played by Andre Bauer and Scott Speedman, question what they were doing and why they had to pick them up. But I mean, it's secretive and all. They can't say anything basically. And that's like the first question about the show, like, oh god, what's going on? But after that, like, not instantly right after that, but I mean later on in the show, they're given this order to actually fire 4 nuclear warheads, and it comes through like a channel that's not really familiar with them. They call it the second channel, the military channel, whereas it should come from the White House, and it comes from like Alaska or something like that. And they're all like, "Whoa, wait, what happened? Why are they calling us when nothing's going on at the White House? Why isn't the White House calling us, telling us to give these orders?" But I mean, it's confusing, I guess. But they go on with it until like they're about to turn the key to launch the missiles, and then the captain's just like, "All right, let's figure this out." So he calls for confirmation, and they give him some bullshit, and then they eventually kick the captain out, which he doesn't really get kicked out. The captain just leaves the area, and they talk to Scott Speedman, the senior officer, and then he eventually refuses the order, and then they get fired on. And holy cow, that was actually a pretty cool scene. But after they get fired on, they're all like, WTF, what's going on? They actually get hurt pretty bad. And they actually end up on the bottom of the floor, the bottom of the ocean floor, which is actually pretty cool. I mean, the visuals are actually really good for that part, for a TV show at least. Let's keep that in mind. And after that, they it's basically the rest of the show is just them trying to figure out what else is going on, why they were they shot at, and they eventually find out it was actually a U.S. another U.S. ship that shot at them, and they're just not sure what's going on. And the rest of the show is them trying to figure out, and there's a little bit more like thriller and shooting going on later on, but nothing too important, and I don't want to give anything away. But after that, I mean, more characters get introduced. You even see some girl in lingerie, which is pretty cool. I mean, TV shows, I guess, have to have that these days. You got to have some really hot young thing with, some busty cleavage going on. But who knows? It was cool. The acting was actually pretty good. Andre Bauer and Scott Speedman. I mean, Scott Speedman's been in Underworld, and, he wasn't the best actor at the time, but in the show last night, Last Resort, he actually does pretty well. He plays not a pretty good submariner, I guess. He's believable. And Andre Bauer, he's been in a lot of films. I don't think he's ever had like a strong performance as a lead man, but he actually did pretty well last night. I was really impressed. Other than that, the visuals, like I was saying, was actually, if you compare them to a movie, I mean, they're probably going to be on the bad side, but other than that, they were actually a lot better. Probably in like from a range of 1 to 10, 10 being good. For a TV series, it was like probably 8 or 9. They weren't perfect for sure, but I was still very believable. I mean, it was like a good video game graphic sometimes, but I mean, most of them were a little better than that. And after that, I mean, the overall show is just, it basically grabbed my attention right off the bat because it started off so quick, which I'm sure like a lot of shows start off that way, and they want to introduce characters as fast as possible, but and that sometimes gets boring. But they did it very well, I'd say. The writing, I guess, was good. The portrayal of the show, what they want to get by, was good. And the only unbelievable part about it was probably when they landed on the island and took over the island. But, I mean, that wasn't really the biggest part of the show. So, I mean, maybe they'll further explain what's going on there, like, as the season progresses. But, I mean, I'm probably definitely going to watch it next week, and I have never personally been a fan of TV shows. I mean, I used to watch Lost and 24. I used to be in the house, but I'm not really that big into them. But I'm more of a movie guy, per se. But it was a good show. I believe anybody who likes a good drama should definitely check it out. It's really thrilling in some areas. So let me know what you guys think. I'm sure you guys are going to like it. And I got some extra videos coming up this weekend. I hope you guys check those out. You definitely should, because they're going to be some pretty cool ones. Next one, I believe I'm going to be talking about the refs in the NFL and how that is all messed up. But it's getting resolved, so we should all be happy. This weekend should be good for the refs. So please leave the video a like or a favorite. That really helps me out, I've been told. So if you guys can do that, that'd be awesome. Thanks, guys.